करके.
Yeah. Okay. So yesterday we had looked over the property binding. One time I will go quickly. So in property binding, what we are doing? What is the symbol for the getting the property that means binding the data in the property binding? What is the symbol?
Square bracket.
Square bracket.
Yeah, that was a square bracket. So with the help of a square bracket, we can bind the data in the property binding. 1 second. Data binding, property binding. Fine. TypeScript. Yeah. So see, yesterday we had looked over here. So here we was passing some title variable, correct? And here we had given that inner text. What is this one and what is this one? Tell me.
Inner text is a property and title is source.
Yeah, correct. So this is your source and this is your property. Means on which property you going to apply. Like here we had applied on the inner text, then inner HTML, then disabled. Okay. So on inner text or inner HTML, we are passing the data. What is the data? So look over the data. Data is something means here it's getting title. Okay. So what it will do, it will search this title on the TS page. Correct. So let's search on the TS page. So what we had written? We had written with a HTML tag and a hello world. Okay. So after that, we had added the both title in both section, means same title in both section, like inner text and inner HTML. At both places, same variable is assigned. So let's look over the output. What are we getting? So see, in one case, see this is both the output. In one case, be getting the complete text, and in one case, be getting the output with the whatever effect of the HTML tag. HTML tag is there. With the effect of HTML, be getting the output because in first it's a treating like a plain text. So whatever we had passed with a title, it coming with the plain text. So we getting h1 hello world and h1 closing. But when we coming with inner HTML, so with the help of inner HTML, it going to treat particular text or whatever we are passing, it treating like a inner means like HTML tag. So whatever HTML tag is written with that one, that text, it going to show the effect and then be getting the output. So what we writing in the title, be writing h1 and then we passed hello world. So h1 effect is applied over the hello world, and that's why we getting the output in the bold letter of the hello world, because hello world means h1 tag will be in the largest, it coming with the largest size. Clear this both, or anyone having any issue? Clear or not? Okay. Second, why nobody is speaking? Whether I am on mute or what? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Clear.
But why nobody is speaking? Okay, let it to be slip. Second property is the disabled. Means we use the disabled property. So what we are passing here, for disabled property, the result should be either true or either false. What I will do, I not going to take the value from the TS page. I passing here directly. Okay, let's see whether we getting output or it's showing error. So its browse got successful. Now see the output, it get disabled. Correct. Now in place of true, pass false. Sorry. LS E. Now save whether be getting enabled or not. So it got enabled. So same thing what we had done with the help of which one? Variable. Correct. So now take the variable. See the naming convention of the variable. What it going to do, like that naming convention we are taking. So it going to check it disabled. So that's why we are raising the question, is disabled? Means it asking like that whether it's disabled or enabled. So that's why we had taken the naming convention like that type. Okay. So naming convention should be something proper type. Don't take X, Y, Z anything. Okay. So now is disabled is the variable. It will search on the TypeScript page. So let's check TypeScript. On TypeScript is disabled. Something we had written Boolean. Ignore this one. Okay, and here be passing false. So now the value is taking false. So it will be not disabled, it will be enabled. Correct. Now remove this and pass true and save. Now we are passing true for the disabled, means now it become the disabled. Next, here we had written something type. What type of this is disabled variable? Put the cursor and check the type.
Boolean
What is the
type.
type of? That's Boolean type. So we will pass here type is Boolean. Okay. In TypeScript we have to pass. That's why strictly taking the variable. Okay. So now save and check. You will not get any issue because anyway we are telling that what is the type of the variable. Now do one thing. In place of Boolean, take a string. See that we got the error. What is the error? Read the error. Type Boolean, because we had passed the value true, means it considering this as a Boolean, is not assignable to type a string because we are passing to a string. How we can make this as a string? Just pass single quote or double quote. Now it become a string, but whether it will work or not, I have not idea. Let's see. Because anyway they want true or false. So on true it's working same. Let's say take the false. I think it will work. No, it's not working. Okay. So because this considering that like a string, that's why it's not working. Okay. So what it want? We have to pass here a Boolean value because we want either true or either false. So true or false, it will not comes under the single quote or double quote. Because single quote or double quote, it become the what? Single quote or double quote, what it become?
String.
It become a string. Okay,
String.
so that's why we will not write like that type. So this is the property binding. This was the property binding. And what we done? Be passing here property. Suppose that a read only property. We can use like that. So different property are there. We can use this and this also comes under the one-way binding itself because the data is transferring from where? From the TypeScript page, you assigning the value and you are getting that value on the HTML. So this also comes under the one-way binding. Clear? Anyone having issue? Tell me. Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go through the document. What is written here? I don't know. It should match the name of the property of the enclosing element. Binding source. Okay, do one thing. Whatever data we are passing, let's comment this line itself. What are you thinking? What you will get? What you will get? Error or whether it will work
Error.
fine? It will
Sir,
give
Error.
error. Let's save and let's see what error we getting. We getting error or not? That is the main thing. Yeah. So we got the error. Disabled is disabled. Got it? So go through the error. Then you will get the idea easily. Property is disabled, does not exist on type. Property binding component. Got it? So that is the main thing. By this type, we have to learn the error. Okay. Now go to the document. Fine. So binding source is enclosed in the quote and we will assign the binding target and we will assign to the binding target. It can be property in the component, method in the component, a template reference variable or a expression contain all of them. Means property in the component may be anything. It may be method, it may be anything like that we can pass. Then some examples are there. The examples explanation of the examples is this one. Okay, on the top we had written something. Let's say write this also. Where is that inner HTML?
Sir, inner text and inner HTML is same thing and not overriding, sir. Means Angular HTML page not over.
1 second, 1 second. What are you telling?
Sir, means just JavaScript is a overriding. Means
Okay, yeah,
but in this case not
okay.
overriding. Title is
See,
repeat.
it's a repeating, but we are taking two time. Correct? Suppose that if you will write H1, just simple anything, H1 and write here heading. What you will get output? You will get heading. How many time you will get heading? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 time. It overriding or not? See.
It will show
Your
inside.
question was it overriding or not? It not overriding because this is not the programming. Correct? That's why. Whatever you will write, you will get the output. But if this will be programming side, then it will get overridden. Praful, clear? That is HTML.
Yes,
If you
sir.
will write A, it will also get printed. Okay, so there is the explanation of that. You can go through that. Next is the attribute binding. So attribute binding, Angular interpolation and property binding, both interpolation and property binding are dealing with the DOM property, not with the HTML attribute. Means both will deal with the property and interpolation. Both is dealing with the which one? HTML property, means DOM property, but it's not belonging to the HTML attribute. Now tell me what is attribute and give examples. What is attribute and give some example of attribute.
In
It will
HTML, sir,
provide
additional information.
Additional information. What is the examples?
Yeah, sir. Target means HTML, sir. In attribute.
Everywhere attribute is same.
Okay. Style
And
attribute.
actually one thing, okay, carry on. Style attribute, fine. Next,
Style.
SRC,
Target
SRC.
type.
Okay, what
Type.
is the
href id
okay?
src.
What is the attribute in table? What is the
Table.
attribute in table? Yeah.
Auto
Sir,
complete.
id
call span,
Type
call span, a
Call
border,
span, okay.
style
require.
Border,
type.
okay.
row span.
Okay, fine. So call span, row span, those are the attribute for the table. Correct? Then if you be going in the image section, then title is there, then tag,
SRC.
sorry, alt was there, alternate, SRC was there. So those are the attribute. Fine. Same thing is written there, but there are some HTML element such as call span, area, etc. that do not have the DOM property. Please mute. Now the question is how to deal with those elements that do not have the DOM property, as we can't use interpolation and attribute binding. As we can't use something mistake here. Okay, so with the help of with attribute binding in Angular, you can set the value of the HTML element attribute directly. So the attribute binding is used to bind the attribute of an element with the properties of an component directly, dynamically. Okay, means we going to pass the data with the help of the attribute binding to those element who have not their property DOM property. Okay, who have not their DOM property, for those we will pass the means they have attribute, and anyway everybody have attribute, correct? So with the help of that attribute we can pass the data. Okay, so for that purpose we will use the attribute binding. So here some data is written. Modify the app component.css file, let it to be what we had taken. So here we are taking th. I will not explain this one, I will explain through this example itself. So here in th we are writing call span equal to 2. Okay, remaining all are just a table, nothing is there. Next, now we going to app component.ts file. Some data they had written, they taken some data, page header, then first name, this that something. Then next, using angular interpolation, what they are doing, they taking the data, they using call span number 2. Okay, then they taken here interpolation, call span equal to, they passing the value. Call span it given error. Okay, can't bind to call span since it is not non-property of the th. Okay, let me do this, that will also fine, otherwise it will take time. Okay, let me create the component. See, if you have to create the component inside some particular folder, open the terminal on that folder itself. Okay, so you will get the component inside that particular folder. GC and attribute ATTRIBUTE BINDING. Close this also, close this also. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, where is that? This one. Then HTML is this, then attribute, then CSS. Now let it go. Okay, come to HTML, and now where we have to modify after HTML, means after creating the component, on which file I have to modify? On app component.html. Then only you will get the output. Okay, so we done the modification. Now we going to create one table. Whatever we know in the HTML case, that itself, nothing extra. So we will just copy paste the data. Now whether we will get the output or not, what you thinking? We got the first name, last name, those things. Fine. Next, copy the style. Where is that style? Some styles they have. Anyone want explanation in this also?
Yes,
Who is that? Who is that lucky guy who want
yes, sir.
explanation in creating table? You want? Okay. I will give you a special. Don't worry. Okay. Now we will just pass some data. There, first name is there, last name is there, those. But data is not there. Fine. So we will pass the data. And here we had written the interpolation with a header, page header. Means with this variable, some data should be correct or not. So already data is available. We will copy this. Where we will keep that data? Line number, can anyone tell?
9.
9. Okay. Whether it will work or not. What are you thinking? We will get the output.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's save and let's see. We got the output. Correct. So what we done actually here? Tell me. You can explain because these all complete. You have idea. Who going to explain what we done still in this section actually? If no idea, tell openly no idea. That's fine.
So we
I will
create a
explain.
variable and decide type, which type of variable we created, and then pass a value, and then value using inside the HTML page like a interpolation, sir. So
Okay.
when you pass value, you pass flower bracket 2 times and pass variable name, which variable you
Okay.
want.
Fine. Any others
Yeah,
who
sir.
want to explain? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Passing the dynamic value in help of interpolation means TS to HTML one-way binding.
Yeah.
So passing the variable
Make
name is
Praful, make one correction. Not in the help of. Okay. You told that na in the help of.
yeah, so
That is
with the
with the help of.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Fine. Nice. Yeah.
With
Next. Anyone others? Both had explained correct actually. So see, I'm going to explain. So what we done here, we created the table. Okay. And here for the data, we had not gone with the hard coded data. Let's comment this line and I will go with the hard coded data. What is written there? student data. Fine. Let's save. We getting the student data on the top or not? Let's see. We got the student data because we are writing this thing inside the tr and with the help of the th means a table header. Correct. Next tr, here we have taken the td and one more td for the table data and one td for that section name, means whatever section is there, first name. So here we taken for the first name. Let's copy this one comment. Okay, fine. And I will pass here. So first name, let's say remove first name and pass here A, B, C, something. That's it. So what happened here? Now data is not coming from your enter, means from the type of script. Data is coming from here itself. Means up to now, if we will look over this both, okay. So there is no any concept of Angular. This both are completely with the help of just HTML. Is that correct or not? There is no concept of Angular in this both T head and T body, that TR section, because we taken just first name and the first name value be passed. That's it. But now I not want to pass the data direct like this way. We want to take the data from the dynamic in the sense from the database side, means later we will take the data from the database. So we going to perform like that way. So what we will do, remove this one, uncomment this, and uncomment this also. Fine. So what we done here, we taken the variable and with this name, this variable name, already we had created the data on the database, means sorry, on the type of script page. So there is one page header. Second, a string it is written. As I told previously itself, in the case of the is disabled, we was taking boolean. Why? We was telling that it's strictly type checking. Strictly means we will tell of each, for each variable, which type of variable is that one. If you not want, you can ignore, you can remove that string. It's not the issue, but you have to give, that will be best practice. Okay. Make that habit of passing that type. That will be good for you. So if you want, you can remove, then also you will get the output. It's not going to create the problem because anyway that will give the value. But if we giving the type, that is good actually. So we will pass the type. So after that we had given the value. whatever value we want. Any issue up to here? Clear? Why nobody is speaking? Whether
Yes,
they
sir.
getting?
Yes.
Sir.
Only
Yeah.
Praful and just Dharmender is
Yes.
speaking. Remaining all are just sleeping. See, if you will not speak now, you will not get anything. Reality, I telling you. Wherever you getting dot, just tell me clearly that this is my problem. That's it. Okay. So we had created the variable and we had assigned the type and value both. Correct? After that, we taken this variable and we had binded with the interpolation, because we know that if any data will be available on your TypeScript page, so with the help of the variable name, we can bind on the HTML. How to bind? With the help of your interpolation method. Correct? But here we want data, we have to display the data in the TD section, because a table data. Correct? Because if this will be not the first name with interpolation, what I want? Just like ANURAG, something is there. Correct? I want like this, then just we will hard code the value. And then we will get the value, because the value is coming from here itself. But we not want this, we want the dynamic value. Then what we will do? We will take with the help of the interpolation, because the value is already available on the TypeScript. So same thing we had follow for complete line of code. Clear up to here? And next is the style section. So it's not the issue for the style. Up to here, clear? This was the complete explanation, whatever we had written still. If anyone having doubt, tell me.
No, sir.
Okay. Next. So what we had done, now we going to pass a call span. Okay. What is the use of call span actually? What it will do, call span?
To merge the
Merge the column.
Merge the column and see that it going to merge, because already we had used that on the top. This two. Let's remove this call span and let's see what changes you getting here. Save. Where it merging? It merging in the header, I think. T header. Anyway, it let's see one time. Call
Sir,
span equal to
call span means they are dividing into table.
no.
Two column, two row.
Both a column it going to merge with a single. That it going.
Call
But I don't
row
know
span
why.
means like that.
Row means row, call means call.
Yes, they are dividing into column.
Not dividing, man. It's a merging. Merging or dividing? What?
Merging. So dividing, no.
Why it not working? Modify that. Okay, fine.
Call span means sir dividing, sir. Column dividing.
But without that itself it coming, because we are passing in the header. Correct. I think somewhere. Yeah. 1 second. I think somewhere.
सर वो काम कर रहा है सर.
कहाँ पर कर रहा है?
ये काम कर रहा है ना सर. आप टेक्स्ट सेंटर कीजिए ना, वो देखिए वहीं पर आ जाएगा.
Text center. 1 second. Font size large, collapse, border. Okay, fine. Text center कह रहे हो ना? Text text alignment center.
कहाँ काम कर रहा है सर?
नहीं काम कर रहा है क्या?
नहीं, इसलिए वो डाटा
सर
फुल
वहाँ
फिल है
एक
सर
row
अपने
span नहीं
विड्थ
किया
के
क्या?
हिसाब से सर.
धर्मेंद्र क्या बोल रहे हो?
सर अपने वेट के हिसाब से स्टूडेंट डिटेल्स फुलफिल है सर यहाँ पे। सर यहाँ पे
वही
दो बॉक्स है सर, दो कॉलम है सर।
वही वही पर वो दोनों को वो ले मर्ज कर ले रहा है ना।
मर्ज नहीं कर रहा है सर, अभी आप पास कीजिएगा तब मर्ज कर रहा है वो।
ओके 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 समझ गया, ठीक है। कॉल स्पैन नाउ, या करेक्ट।
अभी मर्ज कर रहा है,
So
अभी
see,
सेंटर कीजिएगा तो सेंटर हो जाएगा सर वो।
हाँ अभी वो कर जाएगा। हाँ, ठीक है। Okay, so what it doing actually, call span means it going to merge this both column in single line. Okay, if you will go in the Excel, and with the in Excel also we can merge, so it going to merge the both, and it pass the data in the after merging together. Okay, so next what we want here, we had passed the value directly. I not want to pass directly. Now we will use the concept of the angular, and then we will try to pass. Okay, so see, they taken the one variable column span number 2. What they're trying to do actually, this whatever value is available here, they want to take with the help of the interpolation. Let's see, let's try whether it's working or not. So if it working, then also fine. If it not working, then why not working? Column span pass number type. Is this correct? Yeah, okay. Number equal to 2. Fine. Then what is the variable? Variable is a column span. Let's go to here, pass interpolation and pass the value. Yeah. Let's save. Now you will get the error, or whether you getting the output or not. See. Check the console. B means see, be not getting any error here. Here it should be error. Let me check that. Yeah. I don't know why in browser it's not showing the error. So see what we got the error. Error occurs in template of the component attribute binding component. That's fine. Where that error came? The error came at the column span. Means this value it can't bind. Can't bind to call span since it is not known property of TH. Means what happened with TH or with TD, means wherever attribute is required, you can't pass like directly the interpolation value. It will not accept. That's why we had got the error. So what we will do? We will use the attribute binding. Which binding we had used here?
सर अजय स्ट्रिंग ट्वीट करे तब क्या होगा सर?
Yeah, then also you will get the error. Let's remove this and pass a string, because it not expecting that value. It want attribute. That is the thing. Anyway, see here you not getting the output.
Yes sir.
And here also you not getting that. Correct, because whatever property they have, you have to use that property only. Here what we are doing, we are passing like variable, means we are passing with variable, and here we are treating it interpolation, but interpolation you can't pass. So here you have to pass the attribute binding. So let's move with the attribute binding. So here you getting the error. It's showing that what error is there. Okay, column span same thing is written. So now using property binding in Angular. Now we will look over with the property binding. So whether it working or not, let's see. So here you will also get same error if you're trying the property binding, bind the call span with the property. Let's try that. So how to bind with the property binding? Square bracket correct? And then value. So how the value will come? Value will come directly without any interpolation because it's source. Is this correct or not?
It's come, yeah.
Clear? Let's save and let's see. Be getting the value here. Let's remove this string noise. Pass number num number and save. Let's see now what error we got. I don't know one thing, why we not getting error in console here. Okay, so let's see the error. So error is can't bind call span since it is not known property, and see that it's a property symbol. Correct. Means again we can't bind with the help of the property binding also. Means what? How many times we had tried? We tried with the interpolation. We tried with the property binding. Both got failure. Now we will go with the attribute binding. Okay. So using the attribute binding. So how we writing the attribute binding actually? So to tell the Angular framework that we are setting an attribute value, we have to prefix the attribute name with attr, okay, and a dot to show the symbol shown as shown below. So what we will do, we will write the property binding itself, but here we will tell this is attribute binding. So we will write like this type. 1 second. So we will write like this type attribute attr dot call span. Fine. And now let's save and check whether we getting output or not. So we get the output. See that automatic it came in the center. And now check the error whether we getting the error or not. So error also is not there. It compiled successful. Had you got the idea how we passing the attribute? So attribute actually it's with the help of property itself, but in property binding you have to pass something that is attr dot. This is the main thing. After that whatever value you passing, whatever things, that's fine, but this you have to pass. That is the point. Now do one thing. This call span we had taking the number. Change this as a string. Let's verify whether it will work or not. Let's save. Let's see. So that's working, correct? Because it treating that as a number itself. Means anyway they want 2, 3, whatever, that one. Clear? Or having any doubt? This was the property attribute binding. That's it. Clear? Or anyone having still any doubt? So in property binding, we have to pass attribute dot. This much things you have to pass. So next, the same is also true when we are using Angular interpolation. If we writing with interpolation, now see with a property binding we had done. We added attribute dot. That's also worked. Now we want to add the interpolation. In same work we want to do with the help of interpolation. So what we can do? So in that case, you have to remove this property symbol. Wait, I will do one thing. I will copy paste this line. This one is with the help of interpolation and attribute. Okay, so this with the help of property binding, sorry, attribute and interpolation. So what we will do, we will remove this. So for writing with interpolation, we have to write like this. Is this correct? Is this correct? What we had written still just now? Interpolation.
Yes, sir.
What is wrong? What is mistake?
Colon.
Single quoted.
Saying single
Correct.
quotation.
You have to not write single quote there because this will be this have to treat as a variable. If you passing as a single quote, that become the string. So you can't pass. Okay. Let's save. Now check what error you getting. Be getting error or not? We got the error. What error is there? Now this time we got a long error. And I think in everywhere. Yeah. It giving error in age. Where is it?
Is sir, we passing attribute and
Okay.
property
It
binding,
giving,
no? That's why.
yeah, it giving error in last step directly. It's not telling there, but I think somewhere more we will get. I think, yeah. See, in gender also, then here means everywhere you got the error. Means this time we got a long error. So what we had done mistake? We had done mistake only one, that we passing with interpolation. But here we had taken property binding, attribute binding, and interpolation. Means all binding we had done. So when you using the interpolation, you not have to use this property symbol. Okay, you have to remove that, and you can now you are going with the same attribute binding itself. But what we had done, we had removed the square bracket. Now this become complete attribute binding. Now see, it compiled successful, and we got the output also. Look the output. Clear? So when we writing, means if sometime we want interpolation, so we have to use like this type. If we not want interpolation, no problem. You will take this value, means variable, and you will pass as a single quote, because you are passing with the that attribute and sorry, property binding or either attribute binding, anything. Let's say verify one more thing. Just 1 second. Means for writing the attribute binding, we have two options. One with the help of this square within a square bracket. Okay. And here you will take like just normal variable. And one more option is that with the help of interpolation. Let's say remove this single quote, whether it will work or not. What are you thinking? I think it's have to work.
I think it's not.
Let's verify. Yeah, it's working. Means that single quote is not necessary to pass. If you want, you can pass, otherwise you can remove. So this one be done. Clear or not? So what we had seen, we learned three things: interpolation, second is property binding, third is attribute binding. So what we was doing in the attribute case, we was passing whatever value we want as attribute, be passing there. Okay, if we want to pass a style, can we pass or not? I have not idea actually really.
Yes, sir,
How
we
to
can.
how to pass a style if we want like that here?
Passing a style, sir, text align, and where you want to center, we pass your interpolation.
Interpolation, that's okay, fine. How to pass? Be passing a style, then be writing that text dash alignment, means that is the property.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. What other attribute table have? Table have their by default height and width property, correct? Means height and width attribute. With table or with image? Yeah, I think with image, not with table.
Image, yes, sir.
With table anything?
I don't know, sir.
No, I think not. Okay, suppose if we want with the image, okay, so image have a by default their property height and width. So there we can write like this way, and then we can pass which one? Attribute dot width. Correct or not? Like this way we can write in the case of image. correct? Because they have their by default inbuilt property. Okay, so this was the attribute and property binding and interpolation. Anyone having any issue? Tell me.
No, sir.
No problem. Next we will move with the class name. Means if we want to pass a style, then what we will do? So for passing a style, we can go with, we will bind with the help of the class name. So the class name is the property name of HTML element. Hence, we can make use of the property binding to assign the class name to any HTML element. The following example uses the CSS class read to div element. Let's do one thing. Pass that here. Which they are doing. Okay. This become class. Let's create a new component. That will find. Anyone having issue in interpolation, property binding and attribute binding? Because those three topics completed. If anyone having issue, tell me.
No, sir. Clear.
Component and class. HTY style. Be clear regarding these all topic really, because in interview they are asking these all.
हमको सर अभी लगा सर जीसीसी का लिख रहे हैं, सी चलाने लगे इसमें।
कहाँ पर?
ऊपर लगा कि जीसीसी लिख रहे हैं आप, सी कंपाइल करने के लिए।
कहाँ गया भाई? ये ऐप कंपोनेंट का अलग लोचा है, ये बार बार कहाँ भाग गया?
इतना सारा फोल्डर देने की क्या जरूरत है?
क्लास तुम्हें अभी पता नहीं चलेगा, बाद में पता चलेगा। कुछ इसके पीछे कारण है, ठीक है, इसलिए let's take a style also. Yeah. Okay, now we going to with the class name. So see, when you writing the class name property, what we will do, we will take the property binding and here we will write the class name. Okay, and here we passed class name equal to read. Let's see what it will do. We don't know whether it will give read. No. Then what is the need of that? So the following example assign the CSS class read to the div element. Okay, then here be taken the size. Where is the CSS of this one? Yeah,
तो उसमें होगा
1 second. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, that is conditionally they taken. Okay, let me write that. So take this class name read and pass the style. So the class name means a dot, correct? And here we will pass a style. Suppose that color is red. Fine, save. Now check whether we getting output. So we got the output. What we written here? Let's go through the code. We had taken the class name, okay, and this class name, when you have to add the class, because here we going to add the class, that's why we had taken inside the property binding. You can write normally also it will work, not the issue, but some benefits is there. That's why we had taken this one. I will show you the benefit. Here we can write normal class and red saved. You will get the output. Got it? But there are something.
Sir, what need for single or double quotations, sir? Both?
Nothing. You can pass only one. No issue.
Confusion करता है ये सर.
Oh, no. Sorry. That you have to pass. It's giving error. Due to conditional operator, actually, it's taking. Okay. So here we will pass this single and double both. Okay. So here we will not take now class name because in upper we have taken the class name. We will take just a class that will also work. Fine. Let's save. Okay. So this way we can add the style with our HTML. If you want with the Angular property, you can go with the class name. If you writing directly, you will write the just a class.
सर interpolation use कर सकते हैं क्या वहाँ पे?
No, interpolation. Let's say we will see that. Don't worry. Okay. So now, if we means here we had passed the class name, that is a red, and where is this red defined? So red is defined in our CSS. See, that is a class. That's why we had taken the dot symbol. Correct. That was class name. In that case also we had taken the dot itself. In that case it also it's working, because if you will study React sometime, so in React be not writing the class, be writing there also class name. What is the reason? Because class is because there in the React be writing each line of code in the JavaScript file itself. Okay, so class is already predefined for defining the class itself on the JavaScript. They considering this class. Okay, on TypeScript we are writing this one. So in React they are considering this one. So what we are doing in the Angular, we are taking here the class name. That's it, and we are passing inside the property binding. And after that, whatever style you want, you means see this is not your style. This is your class name, red, because we are taking that class name from the CSS. Do one thing, take another CSS. BACKGROUND background, and pass here YELLOW yellow. Save. How to pass this design means this style background. Can we pass here directly?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
verify. Let's see whether we getting the output or not. So we got the output. What happened? It given the
Pass color, sir.
no
Do not
something
pass
between.
background color.
Sorry, yeah.
So override.
Yes, background color. Now see, be getting red and yellow. Okay, fine. We got. Now come to this line and come line. And this. Okay, and take this background and pass here. How to pass? I think maybe outside, like this way. I don't know. Let's see. It not work there. Means it give an error. Let's verify here.
Red के पास pass करके देखिए ना sir.
Let's verify the error here first. Background this type you can't pass. Parse error unexpected comma. Okay, at line number 6 means we can't pass this comma. Let's save like this, whether it's working or not. This also not working. Let's remove this one and now put that. Let's see. We got the output. Correct. Means yeah. After red. Okay. Pass. Save. It will also not work there. Means see now red is not working. Background is working. Got it? Now both gone, means if you passed semicolon means gone, nothing is there. Okay, so what we done here, when we writing class name, as like in normal CSS also, normal, when we was writing normal HTML, what we doing, we was writing each things, each class name with a comma separate, sorry, a space separated. Same thing we done here. We had passed a space for separating two class, correct? Same thing be doing in the property binding case also. Be passing a space for the separation purpose. And this single quote and double quote outside should be there as usual. Clear? Anyone having any issue in this one? No problem. Let's see next. So here be passing class means a red, then size 20 means this size 20, it will take from the style sheet, means in the style that will be defined, correct? Because in the class name we are passing what all class we have defined in the CSS file. Those file it's available there. Next, HTML class, but with the attribute. What means attribute? Attribute means this one, correct or not? Because this is your attribute class. So you can also add the class using the normal HTML way. So class equal to red, it will work. Second, we going to mix both, but mixing both class and property class name, okay, result is a removal of the class attribute. It going to remove the which one, the class one. You cannot use both, we can't use both. Let's see what it will do. Let's remove, okay, let it to be, then add property binding and class name. See the naming convention of class name means how to write that in the middle, that first sorry, class, after that name first letter is capital, okay, keep in mind. Now add red. Let's see whether we getting output or error or something. So we not got any output, means you will never pass both things together. Now look over the error, don't look output and those things. So what error we got? We got error property red does not exist on type class style component. It's telling the, oh sorry, what mistake be done here actually? Can anyone tell?
Single quotation, sir.
We had not passed the single quote. Let's see the output. So what happened? One effect applied, second effect is not applied. Same thing was written in the document. By mixing both class, the class name result is in a removal of the class attribute. You cannot use both. Means one will remove. Which got removed? Background property. Correct. Because this property red is coming there, but background property gone hide. Because class name going to remove the other property. Means we will not use both same time. We will use any one time. That's it. Clear? Or having doubt? Now next thing, that's too interesting and too important. So already we have learned the ternary operator in the JavaScript. What is ternary operator?
Using
What?
like if else conditions, sir.
Ternary operator, and how we writing?
So we write condition after symbol, what symbol?
What symbol? Tell.
Question mark. Sir, first
Question mark. Question mark symbol, sir.
Decimal colon.
First question mark, after that
Colon.
Colon.
colon. Is this? I
Yes.
don't know.
Sir,
Yes,
left or
sir.
right side we pass
Well,
value, sir. What value you want to
Yeah, means
return?
here you have to pass the value.
No, sir. Here pass condition, sir.
Okay, here you will pass condition. Fine. Next, here
Else here if condition, what your condition is to print here value,
Expression.
and
okay.
after
So this will be if value,
yeah,
correct?
that
And
will
here
be else value.
it will be else
Value.
value. ALUE value, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this type we have to pass the ternary operator. Same thing we will do in the class name. Okay. Let's see what we going to do. Take this example is there. So see, we can also bind the class name dynamically. To do, first create a variable in your component class. Means we have to create the variable in the component class and then we can pass. So here it going to create the variable in the component class. Let's create. After that we will modify that component name, means a variable name. So what is written? Written that CSS string var. What is that? Read and size, means whatever we had used. Where is that? We had used this property. Let's remove and paste our. So read and this one. Fine. Let's say pass, come to our side. And after this, we had used normal. Div and CSS class name, means a class name. And after that variable, and here something test or something is there. Let's save and check whether it working. So that working, means what we done here. So we had, means previously we was passing the value directly there itself, but now we are not passing the value directly. We are taking this value dynamically. Dynamic means from the TypeScript page. So what we had done? We had done just a simple class. We had passed the variable name, and inside variable we had passed whatever style you want to add there. Correct? Next. So, but we want to do something here. If you want, you can get with the help of the function also. Means now we are taking with the help of the variable. Now we will create with the help of function. Means you can see how many ways we can pass the style. Okay. The same style we can pass with a different ways also. So now take one, means make one variable. Sorry, make one function, means a method. What it doing? It taking get class, and when we calling get class, it have to return this method, means whatever value is there, it will return. Now tell me how to add this one with our HTML. Give me any idea whether correct or not. This not the matter.
Sir, get class we pass here CSS
Okay,
string
one
var, sir.
thing. Okay, one thing. When we will call this one, what will be output? What will be result?
Red, sir.
Red.
Adjusting.
Let's do one thing. We don't know whether it will red or blue or in which format that will come. Okay, let's do one thing. Pass in the console and let's verify. So call here get CLA. It will not come here. You have to call it where? Inside the constructor.
So you can call also here, sir. Creating.
Where? Where? Outside?
Yeah, outside, sir.
No. Who will run that outside? Somebody have to trigger that function. Correct. So you can't call the function outside. You have to call inside the constructor or inside ng on init. Okay. So we done the get class. I want the data to be print in the console. Let's verify in the console whether you getting the output or not. If you will not get output, you have to tell the answer how we will get the output, because you know the JavaScript. Now tell me we not get the output. How to get the output? I want this red to be print in the console. How to do
Sir,
that? Yeah.
store this dot get class inside the
Okay.
variable.
Tell others. Everybody know the JavaScript. Okay. This is your one function. We are calling that function here, but we not got that output in the console. So where we will write the console.log. That I want. Line number I want first.
Sir, after line number 20. No.
Line
Sorry.
number 20.
Number 20.
One second, Amardeep. Shivani, yeah, where? Line number 20.
After 20.
Okay. Great. How many interview you attended, Shivani? Had you started or still not?
Yes, sir.
Sir, written code always in last.
Yeah,
Okay.
that. Now see, Shivani, what happened? Everyone is in the bold color, white, blue, red, whatever. But see this color. It's become gray. Put the cursor. Maybe you will get something. What are you getting? Unreachable code detected. You had taken the money from someone and you already returned the amount, and after 2 days again you will give the amount, or bill the other person will ask the amount. Means if you had written the return keyword, after that there will be no any execution. You can't write any line. If you will write, this will not get executed. Let's save and check. See, we got nothing. You will not get any error, but this line will not the part of your execution. After return keyword, never keep in mind this thing. Okay, Sweta, line number 13. How to write line number 13? After this. Okay, let's start writing. Console.log. What I will write inside?
Sir, this dot get class. That above line of 13 in footnote bracket.
Okay, means now see, we are on the track. We reached somewhere. Fine. So what we are doing here, we are calling this variable, means we are calling with the help of that method name. Now, when you calling, you will get a read on line number 13, means on this area. Do one thing, comment this, go in debugger mode. Let's verify. We had not done that debugging in the Angular side. Let's do the debugging. How to do the debugging? Where is that component file? So you know how to find that area, means that particular file. That particular, this file, class style or class component.html, where we can get. Previously we was getting here itself, but it will not there. You have to open this webpack. Okay. Inside webpack, you have to go in src. Then see, now you got app. Inside the app folder, there is one topic folder. Inside the topic, there is class style. Oh my God, this much. You got tired. Now close this file. Yeah, this is my file. Anyone who got tired after opening this much file? I know one person, he is sure he got tired. Dharmender got tired or not?
कहाँ फर्क पड़ता है, थोड़ा और मेहनत कर लेंगे तो.
Okay, so now we added the breakpoint. Let's reload the page. And now check the debugging mode. Yeah, so on this line, it going to call that method. Okay, click that next. What happened? It reached on the style. Let's add breakpoint here also. So read, go to next line. Where is that? There itself. Okay, now put the cursor over get class. You getting name. Okay. Okay, where is the value? Wait, it's not showing here. So we have to assign two variable, then we will get here. Then I think maybe somewhere we can get. No, we have to pass that. Yeah. Anyway, we getting here a return value that's showing. No, that is breakpoint actually. Sorry. So do one thing. Add the variable because we can't identify easily. So what we will do? We will assign one variable to this dot get class. So let's add late, and here we can assign the variable. So what is that? Result and equal to. Now see in this line we can add this late keyword. Okay, keep in mind because we are not writing this late outside inside means just inside the class. We are writing that inside the method or constructor or anything. So let's stop this debugging mode first. Reload the page. Now add that again. Okay, we are in the track. Fine. Let's start. Where is that page? Yeah. So it got there. That's came. Okay. Now put the cursor over the result. What you got? We got red. Means what we got? What we done? We had called the method. After calling the method, we assigned that variable. Means we assigned that method result to one variable. Now the result variable is taking the value, whatever return value is there. Correct. So now tell me. Now we stop this debugging mode. Now tell me which value will take this console.log. Means what we will pass inside console.log. Which one? Hello, who is speaking?
Result, sir.
Result. Okay, so we will pass this value, means that variable. So now we will get the output in the console section. Let's see whether we getting or not. So see here, we got a red. Clear? Line number 13. Remove this all breakpoint. Okay, so by this way we can get the output. Now what was my question? My question was that I have to use this method in class name. How to call that? How to pass that method name in the class name? How we will call that one? So what we will do, when we writing on the JavaScript, means a TypeScript page, we had done this type, then we got the output. Correct? So we will take this method name, whatever method name is there, we will take that one and we will pass with HTML. Where? Here. Let's verify whether we getting any error. I don't know whether any error will come or not. So we got something. What we got? Can anyone explain? See what happened. Be writing here get class. It going to call the method. Which method it calling? Get class on the TS page. This method. And what it returning? It returning the red. And this red already defined in the CSS with the class name. So that's why we getting the red. Let's change the color. Now your output will be green. Got it? What we done? Be calling the method, and whatever is written in the method, means inside the method, whatever output it giving, that value is coming and affecting there. Means what we got from this one, we got that in the class name. Okay, that three. In the class name, we can pass the variable means class name directly, only one value. In the class name, we can take the value on the TypeScript page. We can pass dynamically. Second line. Then whatever the third line, we can pass the method also directly. Okay, these all things we are doing with the help with class name property. Okay, can we do the same thing with class? What are you thinking? We can do or not?
Yes, sir, we can.
We can do. Let's see. We will verify that. Because with class property, we are able to get the output. But let's verify with class. What happened? It's not coming. Any error? No error. Got it or not? See, same line of code we had written.
Sir,
We had yeah.
get class pass inside the quotation, sir.
Okay. Fine.
It is a string.
Nothing.
It is a string, sir.
Correct. So see what differences we had observed in class and class name. Can anyone summarize something? Differences between class tell me. We can use what difference is there? Hello? Nobody is there.
आवाज आ रही है
Yes.
सर.
Okay. So tell me difference between the class and class name. First difference. In class, we can't use the method, but with class name, we can use the method. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We had just verified. So see, these are the benefit. That's why we are using the class name in the Angular. That's why we are using the class name, because with class name, we can do more and more things. Because when you will go conditionally, you can perform many tasks with class name only. Okay. So with class name means with, and they are asking the difference in the interview. Why we are using the class name? Means for a styling purpose, what is the benefit of using the class name? Why not we can go with the class directly? Okay, they are asking this thing. So with class name, we can use method, but with class we can't use. Is this line clear or not? Anyone having doubt in this line? Tell me. What is second? In class name, we can take via variable or not? We are not checked. Let's check that. Where is that variable? This one. Let's save. Now variable is there. Okay. And there is one part that is value. See that difference. In one, we got the style. In the second, we not got the style. Means what you observed. No one is observing anything. Oh my God. I will irritate. In class, with a class name, we can use, we can pass dynamic dynamic value. Correct? But with class, we can't pass a dynamic value. Correct or not? Dynamic dynamic value. This both line clear or anyone having doubt?
Yes.
Clear?
सर वो सेकेंड जो क्लास स्ट्रिंग है उसको सिंगल कोटेशन में पास कीजिएगा एक बार. Line number 11.
1 second.
Dual or single quotation both.
ये क्या हो गया, मेरा कर्सर काम क्यों नहीं कर रहा? Okay. This one you're telling. Which one? This one.
Line number 11, sir.
Line number 11 inside
CSS.
single.
Yeah, sir. Single quotation.
Okay. It will not work anyway because class name never taking double quotation or that like that. Correct. Because class is just a simple CSS file or HTML what we are writing there. Then why we will pass this single quote extra?
Sir, using interpolation is what work na, sir?
I think that why we will go with interpolation directly we had passed this na, because this coming from the dynamic. Correct. Because with property.
Because you are using class na, that's why sir, I'm telling.
Yeah, that's fine with class name, but here you using the property binding, and in property we can't pass the interpolation. Previously we had seen the error.
Sir, but line number 11 we not using property bindingness. So
Okay,
we
here
pass.
you tell it.
Yeah,
Let's
sir.
see. Then yeah, here
As
we can pass
interpolation.
like this type. I think that it will work in this way. Yeah, that working in this way. Means for that we have to pass interpolation type. Okay, not directly, but we are referring this type. So we can't pass direct like this type. There are different. If we will look like that, then there are different process that we will get the output. It's not the issue. Because anyway, interpolation means taking the data from that type of script to HTML. So we got the data, then we passing the data. Okay, then yeah. What we done in this class? Here how we had passed multiple class name in same time. This is not going to make the difference. Okay, clear? This we had seen two differences. Now some more.
हेलो सर।
Yeah,
अच्छा सर ही का नेटवर्क खराब है क्या?
I think that.
हम परेशान है उसी टाइम से कि मेरा ही नेटवर्क खराब है।
बच गए मतलब. Okay, so see what we done here. We have taken div class name, then we passing the method, then we passed red, and then we passed something. Okay, do one thing. We passed red, and we will pass here green. Go to the style sheet, and we will pass one red and green. For this, make red first. Otherwise, if anybody will see this line of code, no, then they will tell he don't know the red and green. EREEN, green. Okay, so what we passed here, green and red. Take this yellow, let it to be yellow. Fine. So what I want to show here, if there is error, okay, then have to pass red. If no error, then it will pass a green. Now take this error. Means okay. Take that by default what they had created the function. Is there any function here they created? Class name, read class size. Yeah, okay. They taken this. Oh, 1 second. This function they taken. What is written here? To make that function, okay, go to the TypeScript page, make that function. That's fine. So now see what will happen. this function we had written that has error. So here has error method will called. If this will be true, means the condition what it returning. If this will true, which line will get execute first? Means whether red or green.
ट्रू होगा तो रेड एग्जीक्यूट होगा सर.
On true, red will come. Let's see. So we got the red. Where is that? We got conditional operator.
Sir, without parenthesis we can write true like that, sir, inside
Can
JavaScript, sir.
Yeah, we can. As here true. Let's see which one we getting. We getting red. Okay. So what we done here? Be passing whether true or false. False means some conditionally you getting some output. So according to that I have to show the error message. Means a color, a style, anything. So that is the major benefit of the class name, that we can write the ternary operator with the class name. And in ternary operator we can pass the conditionally styles. Not only this just a color, you can pass anything, because anyway we are referring the class name, correct? So inside the class, whatever you want you can pass there. So what we had done, we had referred one class here and we had referred the another class here. If this condition become true, okay, so this have to be executed. If this condition become false, this have to be executed. What is condition now? So condition is true, correct? So this condition true, that's why we getting the first one, that is red. If condition is false, we will get the green, correct? So now make the condition true or false. Let's save and let's see. So this time the condition become false, so we will get the green. So we got the green. Clear?
Sir, we can write also ternary operator inside the method, sir.
Yeah,
Here
why not?
directly, right? And
We can
here
write.
only we pass a method call.
Which one you will call pass here? Which one you will call here?
Sir, here we write ternary operator, sir.
Okay, yeah. Tell me how we can write. We can write, that's not the issue. But what condition you will follow here? That is the main point. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Means condition. See what we will do. Remove this. Pass here one. Fine. Now make the condition. What is the value? Means what is the return value for has error? 1.
True, sir.
1, correct?
One, yeah.
Now make the condition here itself. What we will do? Means anyway we want this condition here, it should be true or false. Is this clear? Here
Yeah,
we
sir.
want
Sir,
anyway true or false. That's it. If this will true,
sir,
output will red. 1 second. If this will false, output will be green. Let's see. Correct. Now we not want hard coded value. We want via method. So we have the method that is has error. Correct.
so
I want to show the condition here. Yeah, tell.
So also we can here pass a method call answer. Here we create dynamic value like check equal to true or false, or inside the method we can also write the ternary operator. If
Yeah.
check true, then return red,
Do one thing.
otherwise
Do one
return
thing.
green like that, sir.
Do one thing. Interesting thing. Wait. Has error red, green, fine. Let's return here true itself. We're going to create one method. Remove this ternary. CHCK check even underscore odd. Tell me the program.
Here we write a colon type Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Here we
Tell.
write upper side line number 26. We create one variable, sir, like check. Line number
Okay.
26.
Okay, fine. Do
Create
one
check
thing.
equal.
Do
Yeah.
one thing. We will write the logic on this line here. Okay. On HTML.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
And we will pass the value only from here. Got my point? We will take the value from the user and we will pass there. So take the value from user, that is window.prompt. Already we know that prompt method.
yeah, sir.
Let's try what will happen. Let's see. enter number. Okay. So here it going to enter the number and return that value. Let value equal to and return that return.
So we can also do like do with sir,
Which one?
that method, sir.
By dividing here itself.
Here, sir, where we value returning, here we write
Yeah.
ternary operator, sir.
Yeah, we can write. But what I want,
Directly.
I want to write the complete logic on the HTML. We can write
Oh.
here itself, and here just we will pass either true or false as per the condition, whether even or odd, correct or not.
Yes, sir. Yes. Got it.
Do one thing, otherwise, let it to be first we will write on the HTML, then we will come on here. So first we will go with the value. Let's save. So when it will ask from the user regarding this one, this value, it will take the value and it will return who will called to that one. But now whether we got the prompt method, no. Now tell me how we will get the prompt method. Whether that this method check even odd, it get called or not.
No, it's not call it, sir.
No. How to call this one? Where we will pass?
Yeah. Copy that one and paste inside the HTML page, sir.
HTML. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Fine. Let's go there. Fine. So this way it will call. Now it getting call. Now we will check that what output it taking. Do one thing. First outside. Pass inside the interpolation. Let's verify whether inside interpolation we can pass or not. See that it hitting. Yeah, it hitted. It asking for the input. Oh my God, how much time it will ask? Oh, why it ask this much time?
कुछ होगा आलोचना, sir.
Okay, let it be. But anyway, that coming. And see, whatever value we had entered, it came. It's showing that output. Okay.
Yes.
So means what we got here in interpolation, we can pass the method also. Clear? Means see, we are learning step by step one new things. Means we can pass. Previously we were taking the variable only inside the interpolation. Now we have taken the method completely inside the interpolation. We can pass like that also. Okay. Anyway, my function is hitting that I want. My method is triggering that. So now it will take the value from the user. It will check here itself whether it is true, means whether it is dividing by true, means how to check that percentage or divided by 2, correct, equal to 0 means it will check divided by 2 equal to 0, then it will give red, otherwise it will give green. I not want this one, this is opposite actually. Let me pass here. If this condition is true, then we will take that one. And let's see what is the output. So pass the number to itself. 1 second, why it taking this much time? I don't know.
कुछ लोचा होगा, sir.
1 second, something error it's giving. Means you're somewhere it's hitting that again and again. the left hand side of arithmetic operator must be of type any, number, big int or enum type. Check equal to 0 means this is the issue. Okay. Left
सर
hand
जो
side.
इनपुट ले रहा है वो स्ट्रिंग एज ए स्ट्रिंग टाइप आ रहा है ना सर, प्रॉम्प्ट हमेशा स्ट्रिंग रिटर्न करता है।
Yeah. But anyway, it will give the output here.
हाँ सर वो तो है।
It will give the output. Okay. Anyway, be getting that means whatever we was planning, be getting. Now we will do the same thing via that type of script. Means whatever logic we had written here, we will write the same logic via type of script. Now tell me. So remove this one. Yeah. Now tell me the logic. And one thing I don't know why it's hitting this much time. ये अलग ही लोचा कर रहा है. Okay, so write the logic here. Hello. Check the
Yes, sir.
even and odd number. Except Dharmender, nobody know how to check the even and odd number.
Take one variable that value modulus by 2 equal.
1 second, Amardeep.
Yeah.
Means Amardeep is speaking, then Praful and Dharmender. Only 3 guys. Remaining you can drop then. From tomorrow we will start the separate class. Because nobody is speaking, then why anybody will join? Okay. So what we will do here? Value modulus, where is that? Divide by 2 equal to 0. Correct? And we will that it's giving error. Put the cursor, you will get the error symbol, means what it want. So the left hand side of the arithmetic operator must.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
और ये if condition के अंदर होगा.
सर इसको आप वो उसमें डाल दीजिए पैरेंथेसिस के अंदर।
if condition के अंदर.
हाँ ये तो अंदर चला जाएगा if में. Okay, let's write if condition, then parenthesis, then pass. Okay, and then we will take that.
Return values के अंदर आ जाएगा.
But one thing I not getting, why this one getting error? The left
सर एक
hand
बार
side.
रिटर्न लिखिए ना कहीं, एक बार रिटर्न लिखिए तो सर उसमें रिटर्न डालिए कहीं एरर सही हो जाए।
VALUE.
सर वैल्यू मोड 2 को डालिए ब्रैकेट में।
Okay. Yeah, I think that one is the issue. No.
सर उससे इशू नहीं है
सर डबल ब्रैकेट है
काम
ना।
करके देखिए
सब इसका इससे इशू आ रहा है शायद।
सर ईफ के बाद एक और ब्रैकेट है, इसको हटाइए ना।
1 सेकेंड। हाँ अब गया।
गया।
ये सब इसका
सर
इशू था।
स्ट्रिंग के स्ट्रिंग और ये है ना हमारा टाइप स्क्रिप्ट है सर, दर्शाना पड़ता है ना कौन क्या ले रहा है। उधर स्ट्रिंग ले रहा है, इधर आप वो इंटीजर नंबर वाला वर्क कर रहे हैं, दूसरा कैसे होगा वो?
वही इशू हो रहा था बार बार। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट here we taken the condition if value divided by 2 equal to 0. Fine. Then next what it will show? It will return. Okay, what it will return? Divide by 0 equal to, then it will return the even number. Okay, else it will return.
सर आपका आवाज कट के आ रहा है सर।
Really? अभी नहीं कट रहा है मेरा।
सही है,
भी मेरा सही है, ब्लेम मत कीजिए।
सर का जब कटता है तो सर को पता होता है कब कट रहा है सर का।
So okay, so what we done here, bit written that check even and odd. Here we make one variable and the okay, let me take from the user end itself and we will take that we will that convert into number. It will
टाइप
not
इक्वल
give
टू
the error.
एनी कर दीजिएगा तो हो जाएगा सर।
Yeah, without that also we can do. Let's see, one second. Enter value, and we will take this plus. That's it.
Yeah.
So next, it will return even. Second, it will return the odd. Now, except Dharmender and Amardeep, others have to tell what condition we will write here. What condition we will verify here. If you want to look over the code, you can look over the code also.
Return it.
This is your code. How we will verify the condition? Tell me.
Return even and return also.
Okay, so you want to write me return,
No sir.
correct?
No sir. In
Then
method is condition and passing the green and red.
okay, so tell me how we will write. That is the thing. How we will write that?
So first we will write sir check even odd sir function.
Okay, fine. Check even odd. After that,
And replace green with sir return even only even.
means where are you telling to write? Means
So replace green sir.
green. Okay. What will write here?
Even.
Even. Okay.
And
And here odd.
Yes.
Correct? Correct or not?
Yes.
Others. What about other? Shivani, Sweta. Who else is there?
सर एक
Praful.
डाउट, ये
One
क्लास
second.
नेम
अमरदीप आते हैं बाद में. Tell fast. Time become 10:54. This is not morning time. Don't think. Who will tell? Let me check who all is available now. Wait. Siani is there. Oh my God. Samsad had joined, then left. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, Shivani, tell me. ललन, प्रफुल्ल,
ये शिवानी सो गई है सर.
वो पूरा सो गई है, उसको हम सुलाते हैं, रुकिए ना.
No, sir, confused.
What
Sir,
श्वेता?
नहीं सोए.
हाँ तो बताइए, सोए नहीं है तो जाग के क्या पहरा दे रहे हैं?
गार्ड के काम वही करती है सर वार्डन.
Okay, tell me whether it's correct or not.
Maybe so, correct.
What Shweta? Your voice is coming very low.
Correct, sir.
Correct. Wow. What about others? Shivani, Praful, your turn. Means
Sir,
Roshan.
another one. No,
सर यहाँ चेक इवन और इसके बाद डबल इक्वल टू 0 देना है.
Double equal to 0. Where? Here?
यहाँ.
Okay, fine. What about
तो
others?
फिर यहाँ यदि सही यहाँ पे तो यहाँ ग्रेड ग्रीन आ जाएगा.
Okay.
जो कंडीशन लगाना आप यहाँ लगा सकते हैं इवन और की प्लेस पे. यदि ये ट्रू होगा तो फिर ये इवन.
Don't tell me that you
condition.
can add any condition. Tell me what I have to write. I will write that. Whatever you will tell.
Red.
Okay.
In place of even we have to write red.
Okay, fine. 1 second. Let me copy this. Because the Roshan code is this one. This is your code. Okay. So you're telling to write here green equal to that one. Fine. Here you're telling to write red. Correct?
Yes.
And here you are telling to write green. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If
Any others?
Condition will true, then it will be color will show in red. It will not, if condition will not true, then it will show green.
Sir,
Okay,
we can
fine.
write sir also sir check even odd replace with a value percent to a triple equals to 0.
Where? Line number?
Line number 27.
What you telling to write?
Check even odd sir class. Yes. After that.
Okay.
value percent to triple equals to like
Value percent
percent
equal to
triple equals to,
0.
yeah.
Okay.
But sir, I have
Shivani.
confused two only given or
Okay, no issue. I want the confusion itself. Okay. Shivani.
सर यदि यहाँ मतलब जो रोशन बोले हैं वैल्यू परसेंटेज टू, तो 2 देना पड़ेगा नहीं, तो 2 निकलेगा ना
sir,
वैल्यू
2 दिए, yes sir.
Oh, sorry, I
हाँ
forgot that. Okay, fine. शिवानी, कुछ अपना विचार इस पे मतलब प्रकट करें.
प्रभु दर्शन दे.
हम लोग आरती कर रहे हैं. Okay, got it.
सर के स्टूडियो पे कोई प्रकाश ही नहीं डाल रहा.
चलो धर्मेंद्र, हम ही लोग क्लास करते हैं. Okay, so what we will do here, remove this also, remove this, write here, what we will write?
Check even odd equal to
Yeah.
even.
Check even odd, sorry, कीबोर्ड खराब हो गया है मेरा. Equal to even. Okay, if this will be even, color will be green, otherwise color will be red. This is the point we had written. Let's verify first. ये कहां से आ रहा है भाई, मुझे दिमाग खराब ये कर दिया है.
सही है सर, आपको एंगुलर फिर से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा.
ये पता नहीं ये हो क्या रहा है, इतना बार आ रहा है, मुझे ताज्जुब लग रहा है. So see, we had given 2. Okay, it's taken that it returning the 2 means 2 become the even, because here return even. Fine. So when it become 2, it was returning the even. So that's why we getting the what color? That is green color. Wait, I will do one thing. I will hard coded the value. I don't know why this much is coming. Now I will pass 3. Let's see what you thinking the output. What should be?
रेड आना चाहिए.
1 second. Yeah, we got the red because see the condition. It become 3. It's checking that 3. So divided by 2 not equal to 0. So it came in the else condition. It returning the odd. Now it returned the odd means this completely replaced by what value? This completely replaced by odd value.
Odd.
Correct or not?
Yes sir.
Because the return it replaced by odd, and that odd also coming inside the double quote, or means inside the single quote. If you will not write this single quote, you will get the error. Let's verify. We will come on that also, but be done like that way. So it returning the even or odd, and then if it become odd means what happened? It checking that both a string, it comparing odd equal to even. Condition become false. So we got the red. Now make this 32. What should be input output? It will check whether return condition is true, means even or odd. So condition become even. Let's verify this. Save this also. Okay. So the condition become even. It become equal to true. We got the green color. Then we got the red color. Now just verify whether we getting even in single quote or without quote. How we can verify? Take this one. and pass with interpolation. Don't do anything more. Take with interpolation, that's it, and pass the value and check the output, what you're getting. What we got? We got even, correct? But the type will be what? Type will be a string, because we had taken the string here. Anyway, we got the even or odd. How we got? Because it's a dividing. Now don't take 32, take 3. Now that should be odd. Let's verify. It become odd. Condition means the color become red. That's fine. Now do one thing. Remove this single quote and verify. What are you thinking? Whether it will work or not? I think it have to work, because anyway it's considering the string part itself. Let's see whether it's giving error or not. Okay, so it's worked because the odd condition.
So double
it's
equal to.
Where you will take double equal to? Double equal. Yeah, it's will no issue.
Yeah, we.
Yeah. Here also I think it will work, because it's not the number. In the number condition, it will give the
Sir,
error. Okay.
यहाँ इवेन के जगह पे और भी दे सकते हैं सर.
Sir.
दिन अगर हम रात ही कर दें तो उससे कोई फर्क पड़ेगा? कंडीशन तो वही चेक कर रहे हो तुम ना. तो फिर
Sir.
see now 1 second. Here we are returning even or odd. Whatever
Odd.
condition you can check, it's not the matter, because you going to compare the result. You will get two condition, whether even or whether odd. So whatever we are getting, we are comparing with this, and according to that we are checking, we are passing the color. This one clear up to this or not? First tell me this one. Everyone got cleared up to here?
Yes, sir.
Why
Yes.
we had passed this even? Suppose if you will pass odd, that will also work, but maybe the condition, this color condition become change. I don't know. Let's see. No, it's fine. Means the color condition is also, it's working cool. So we can pass any condition, because anyway in one time you will get whether even or whether odd. That is the thing. And what we are doing actually, we are passing the color conditionally. Means on condition basis we are passing the color. So that we are doing, we can do with the help of class name property only. We can't do this thing with the help of the class. That's why the class name is more and more useful, because with ternary we can pass the data, we can display the data. Interpolation we can display the data, but for a style there is no any other option. So that we can do with the help of the class name or ng style. Ng style is also there. So with the help of the class name or ng style we can do. So class name, we understand what we can do. In class name we can pass the complete method itself. In class name we can pass the ternary operator. Conditionally we are going to pass a different styles. Okay, if you want permanent only one color, no problem, just remove this line and pass only one value, it will also work. But that time I think some writing condition is something different, but it will work that type also. So up to this I think no one having any issue, because I have issue on the above examples. Whatever is written this line, this both line, I will discuss on both line. Meanwhile, if you have issue, tell me.
Sir, I have one issue, sir.
Yeah, tell.
Please show the code, sir.
Which code? Even odd?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We will take, sir, let a value equals to, sir, or hard-coded value you can take.
Yeah, I had taken already.
Yeah, yeah, sir. But you can also take, no, sir, replace with the odd one, the class name, function name, replace with a value.
Where are you telling? I can't get.
Sir, please open a style.component.html page.
Okay.
Component.html, sir.
Oh, HTML, sorry. Yeah.
Sir, replace with the value check even odd function, sir.
Line number?
Line number 32, sir.
This one
No,
you
sir,
telling odd.
check even odd function name,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. This you telling to replace with?
Value. Only value.
Any value.
Sir, only
It is-
value name, sir.
Is this fine? 25.
No, sir, value name, sir. Sir, you can take, sir, hard
Where is
coded
the?
value.
Oh, means you telling to pass one variable.
Yeah. Variable name, sir, value.
Okay, okay, fine. Let's just verify. Value name. Okay. Next.
But okay, it's fine. The value spelling is
Okay, no issue that one. But from where the value will come? Because you passing the value name, but where is this variable defined?
yes, sir.
You will define somewhere, correct?
Yeah.
Let's define here. Okay. What I have to pass here? Value. Value will be like a 3, 4, like that type, or something different.
Yes, sir. 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5 means value equal to 3. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's see. What you thinking? What will come? It will come red because condition is not true. What you doing here actually? You are not calling the method, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
We
सर
not
और
calling
की
the
जगह पर
method.
3 एक बार डालिएगा सर.
और की जगह हाँ तो काम करेगा ना, क्योंकि वो तो 3 आ रहा है वहां से, तो काम तो कर जाएगा.
आपने ये कोड पे सर वो वहाँ पे लेट वैल्यू इक्वल्स टू 3 लिया है
It
वहाँ पे.
become green, correct? Because on value we had taken the 3, correct? And here we are passing value name equal to 3, means both become true, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So we getting the green color, but previously we had written odd. It checking this string with this 3. Condition is false. Remove this 3 and pass odd. It will work. Let's see. What we got? One second. O double D, something mistake I done. No, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So we got the green because now condition become true. Correct. So what we are doing, this is simple example actually, because we are passing the value, we are getting that. But we are doing the same thing with conditionally. Where is that? That is even and odd. We are doing that conditionally and we are passing something and then we are comparing. So with which value we are comparing? We are comparing with the return value. Correct, Roshan?
Yes.
We are checking with the return value and we are passing. Suppose tomorrow we have to check Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We can use that and we can pass that whether it is equal to Sunday. So it will be red. Equal to Monday. It will be something. Equal to Tuesday. Then something. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So conditionally we can pass like that also. Then if you want to pass or condition or and condition, you can do that also. Means here, like that way also we can perform. It's not the problem. Okay. So we have one dot. Just wait. This was the correct actually. Okay. So what is my dot? My dot is, let it to be comment this line. I not want this line. My dot is in this both line. Just explain now regarding this both line. What we doing here? We are calling the method, correct? Then
Yes,
what
sir.
we doing this line? Value. Because that's okay. Because here we are calling the method, and inside once you call the method, then you doing the value percentage equal to, means divided by 2 equal to 0, means from where this value will come and how you verifying. Got it?
Yeah, yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Because if you will call the method, that's fine, because once you calling the method, it will give you either odd or either even, anything. That's okay. But then again, why you checking condition here? The same thing we had done on the TypeScript. We are checking the condition itself. Then only we are returning the true or false, means even or odd. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this become the means a wrong. Second line, this one. Sorry, not this one. Yeah, this one. See what mistake we had done, where we had done, and why we had done. Here what we had written, here we had written the even and odd. Now tell me, what is this even or odd? What should be this one?
It's a condition, sir. Boolean, sir.
Condition. Okay. What about others? What we had used here, red and green. What is this red and green? Anyone?
Checking the condition, sir.
No. It not checking the condition. Condition is checking by this option. See how the statement is a ternary operator. Here we are checking the condition. Okay. After that we passing interrogative sign. Data खत्म हो गया, ठीक है. Here we passing the just Dharmender, just 2 minutes. Here we passing the interrogative condition. Then we passing the style. Okay. Means even a style or something operation, whatever you want, that one. Operation 1. Okay. And then we passing operation 2. Got it? This we are doing in the conditional operator. Means sorry, ternary operator. But what we are learning here, we are learning the class name with ternary operator. What class name will hold? Tell me. In class, what we are passing? We are passing any value. What we are passing with class in HTML. Don't worry regarding Angular or this that. In HTML, with class, what we are passing?
Valuation.
What?
Value.
Style, sir.
Style only. Correct. With the help of class, we will refer the tag and we will add the styles. So same thing we are doing here. In class name, we are passing some style. Now see the code. First line, we are telling whether true or false. Correct? If this will be true, then you have to execute this style. Either this style. Where is that style defined? So that style is defined in our CSS. One is red and one is green. What mistake we had done? We had written here even and odd. We had thought, means what Roshan had thought, that after checking condition, it will tell either even or either odd. But here it have to check either even a style or either odd style. Means this both what we had written even and odd, this have to be available inside the CSS. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Clear? This
Yes,
have to be available because we anyway lastly we are assigning to which value? We are assigning to class name and class name on class name we can assign and on class name we can assign that and that become your style. That's it. Clear? Roshan,
yes.
Prakul.
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay. So here we are checking the condition before interrogative sign. We are checking the condition and according to that we are passing the style whether whatever style you want, we are passing that one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So
Only,
that was it.
sir, class name is only style purpose and
Yeah.
attribute dot.
Attribute that also for passing the attribute, that is not for the style purpose. For adding the attribute means HTML tag who all having the attribute, like in table we had seen call span, correct? Then in row span will be there. Then if you going with image tag, see, so let's do one thing, comment this both line because this both line are wrong. This last line is correct only. Okay, so see, suppose we taking image tag. In image, what are the attributes we can pass? Alt is there. Alt is there. So we can directly write how? Not this one. Then attr dot alt equal to, we will pass some value. Correct or not? We can write. Sorry. We can write like this way. In attribute means in place of alt attribute. Got it, Praful? So attribute means attribute binding is for passing the value, but in class binding means a class name, we are passing just a style. But the major benefit is you going to add the style conditionally. That is the main point. That is the major benefit. Okay. Otherwise, for this thing, you have to write the code 2 or 3 times with different approach. Means you have to check the condition like that. But with a class name, we have the facility of ternary operator. So we can go with the ternary operator directly. Clear? Means anyway, this condition, what I selected, this condition should be true or false. Whether you taking directly true or false, whether you taking from something, means now we are comparing, correct? Or you can go with the greater than, less than, anything. But lastly, our value should be true or false, not anything. Means this expecting Boolean value. That's the final thing. It want only Boolean value. How you will pass Boolean value? That will depend on your side. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is the point, actually, key point. Okay, let's see. So we had covered this class name completely, actually. Okay, there is nothing here remaining. What is next? Event binding. This is simple topic. This is not anything more. Whatever we know, that's enough. Let's stop recording. That's enough.
Sir, everyone